before we get started. You never know when a rafting trip will turn sour. It'll probably be when frogs take over the government. Bear Grylls, probably. So the only thing that has to do with this video is that he said the words rafting, and honestly, that's good enough for me. And today's video is sponsored by Oreos because I ate them on the trip and they taste good. It's not, but hit me up if you guys want to. I'm open to new experiences. So last summer we went on a rafting trip, and so here's how that went. So day one, with a belly full of chicken tenders and the great and holy adventuring spirit, we began our journey. But it's pop quiz time, so how did we start our trip? Was it A, by hiking through the field of fire? Was it B, summiting Puke Peak? Or C, exploring where nobody has ever explored? That's right, it's D, none of the above. Guys, we had to drive there the first day, okay? But after that, they gave us a quick lesson on how not to drown, and if you drown, how to undrown. So basically, don't drown, and if you do, stop drowning. So they give us a choice between kayaking and being in a big raft, and so I chose kayaking because I thought it would be nice and fun. Well, it was really fun for the first hour, but after that, it kind of really got tiring, and your arms just feel like a robot going right, left, over and over. But I still thought it was fun, nonetheless. So we pulled over and ate lunch, and then they told us about a rapid that was coming up, and we needed to scout it out before we go do it. And this should have been the first red flag, because if you need to map out a river, then it's kind of scary. But no, I kept going, and we made a plan, and then we started going. So we made it through the first rapid fine in our kayak. But then in the second part, our boat turned 90 degrees, and we hit a wave, and we flipped over after going sideways. Nice. So they told you to just lie on your back and go down the stream until the people in the big rafts can help you up. So, nice little fun experience to start the day off, I guess. So it was chaotic first day, but that's fine. So on the second day, it was a bit more of a hiking day, because we only rafted for a little bit, and then we made it to camp, and then we hung out. So on the hike, we were walking to this waterfall, which is supposed to be really cool, and it was kind of a long hike, but when we made it, we saw it, and the guide told us about its name, and it was, no joke, called Butt Dam Falls. So basically, you can walk to the top of the waterfall, which is about 10 feet up, and then you could sit in a little divot where the water came from, and if you got enough people, you could stop the waterfall entirely. And so when somebody would be at the bottom, we would block the water up, and all stand up at the same time, so when they're at the bottom, it looks like this. Okay, so after the first rapid, you'd think, they'd be done, but nope. So here's another rapid, but it's actually way too hard, so everybody has to go in the big raft. And so 3 of the 4 boats actually made it through the rapid called Hell's Half Mile. Yeah, I know, great name. But the third raft got stuck on a rock, and it wouldn't move. So the guide had to get out and push it off the rock and then jump back in. And I think that was actually super cool. So, that was pretty fun. It was really wet, but it was hot. So, it's fine. So we needed to eat dinner and all the other meals. And I need to be honest, the guides were so good at cooking, it's not even funny. Especially because we're in the middle of the nowhere on some random river, and they made, real meals, not just that military ration supply food that you buy at REI when you can't buy anything else, and you think, oh yeah, chocolate fudge brownie that's powder is going to taste so good. It doesn't. So on one of the days, we were in the bank of the river, just hanging out, and we had some nice extra time, so we found some little frogs jumping, and so we made them a little house, and it was nice, but they can jump really high, so they just jumped over the walls. Okay, so here's where the river got to us. So we had this glow-in-the-dark capture the flag set, and the flags were like these glowing orb thing. And somebody said that, if we're being honest, it was probably me, let's do a satanic ritual. So, okay, I wanted to point out that this is a joke, okay? Just so we're not aware. We didn't sacrifice anybody in the name of Cthulhu, okay? So we drew this little star-shaped thingy, and we all started, walking around with sticks around this little orb thingy, and, nothing happened. I don't know what you guys were expecting, but nothing happened. So on the last day, I'm on the big raft, just hanging out there, having a good time, and we're talking about the guides, and it's really fun, and the water's pretty shallow, so I was like, should I jump in and run in the water? And they said no, which made sense, but then the water got deeper, and out of nowhere, I get pushed in, and everybody else got pushed in. It was really funny, and we all laughed about it. And so the moral of the story is, if you want to go rafting, and you drown, stop drowning.